about 10 years ago, we had a conversation with an event rental business, and that convo was the catalyst that started this entire business, Good Event. And it was because when we were speaking to them, they said, look, we're working 15 hours a day putting the tents up, and then I need to drive home and follow up with all my inquiries that I've had that day, which means he was working till like midnight, 1 a.m, and then he had to be up again at 6 a.m. to get back on the road to the next event. And he just said, like, why can't I just build quotes and do my admin from the van? Once I've told the lads what they need to do, I can just go to the van and finish all the admin jobs. And we were like, yeah, why can't they do that in today's world? And that's why we built Good Event. We wanted to build event tools that you can use anywhere on any device. So then in your free time, you're not having to be stuck behind a computer following up with admin, and instead you can be with your family and enjoying yourself. And in this video, I'm going to recreate what that company wished for. He wanted to be in the van and he wanted to be able to quote from the van. And I'm in my van in a supermarket car park with some really bad 4G hotspotted to my computer. And I've put in 3 dummy quotes. So the first one's come through the website. Someone's built their quote and they've said to us they're ready to book. So here's the quote. It feeds straight into the software. So from the shop that you add to your website, they can't buy online. What they can do is build a quote and send an inquiry, and it goes straight into the software. And because it's linked to your stock, if there's any issues like here with roundtables, it's going to show it up straight away. So I can't do these 5'6" roundtables. I've got someone that's already booked 13. We're -3. We have 10 in stock. So that's why we're -3. So if you have multiple warehouses, you could look to see if there's these tables available in a different location, which I have 30 in the Bristol warehouse on my account. Or what you could do instead is just search for a different type of table. So let's look for the rustic round tables. Okay, there's 63 of them. Now we're back in the quote. I'm going to delete the tables that are out of stock. I'm going to put my rustic round tables in, move that to the top, and the customer wanted the invoice. So straight away, I'm going to confirm the booking. I'm going to create my invoice for the deposit and then send it to the customer with one click. Okay, so the second new inquiry we've had has come through the contact form that we've linked to the website. And I can see it's from someone called Sarah. They've uploaded an image of their garden. They said they want to book soon. The garden's 15 by 30 meter. Okay, so I've clicked into the inquiry and now I'm in event information. I can see it's for 120 guests. I can see that the job's 1 mile away and I've only got 1 quote on that weekend. So we've got availability. So it's 120 guests. I go to my sample quotes and I've got a pre-built package here. I've now built a quote and this is for a tent. So it's a 9 by 27 meter, chairs, tables. Here I've got 120. I can change any of this if I want to. Or if I go into the dashboard, I've got my quote ready to go. And then to send it to the client, I click here. If you were on this system, it would send an email from your email address with your logo and a message to the customer. That, by the way, will take them through to the dashboard, which looks like this. However, we can customize it to match your branding. You'd have your logos, your socials in here, and then the client can click through and then go into that quote in more detail. And again, all of this can be customized. The quote will pull through the images of what items you've quoted for. We've got extras in here and so on. Okay, so we're going to do one more quote and we're going to do this from scratch. And I'm going to do this for a simple furniture rental quote. So again, let's just put in a date if we have one. We can put in the postcode for the site, but we can also skip this. Okay, so this is a quote builder that's unbelievably fast at adding items in. You can see stock issues, and then you can just simply click. Let's chuck in like a bouncy castle maybe. Chuck in a bar. And then those items have been added, and I can click my way through, updating quantities, and there we go. Those items are in. And what I'll do for this client is I'm going to enable the customer chat. So I can go into messages, type out something like, let us know your thoughts, we're booking up quick. Hit send. That will send an email to the customer with a link in it, which will take them through to the messaging. They can then reply without having to log in or create an account with us. So there we have it. I've just, from a car park with 4G hotspotting onto my laptop, made and sent a few different quotes in a few minutes.